Phajoding!
It was 21st of July 2019 when a couple of my friends and I packed our bags to go for a 2-day trekking to Dungtsho Lake, which is located some 4,300 meters above sea level among the rocky Himalayan mountains. In a nutshell, you need to first hike up till Phajoding, a place where the great Phajoding had meditated once upon a time in the distant past. The place is breathtakingly beautiful and it almost immediately blows your mind away. And luckily the monastery has free guest rooms to hold your first night and a kitchen to cook a warm plate of dinner for yourself. The next day you need to wake up as early as possible, cook your breakfast, pack a tiffin of lunch for the day and hike up till you make it to the top of the mountain above the monastery, which takes around 20 minutes at the most, and then the stony path stretches along the cold, misty ridges for hours.
Jelly save jong na ana save jong na. Misha Phajoding.
First, we started our hike from the Phajoding base in the northern end of Mudithang, where the road had served its purpose. The trail snakes its way up deep into the thick alpine vegetation, and some mountain bikers powered their way up through the fairly uphill and muddy tracks. And my backpack was getting heavier by the seconds as I trotted my way up against the gravity. Just about 20 minutes after we started our journey, we reached an old stupa and a canopy beside it. We took a lot of pictures and as you can see, we were having the best day of our lives. It was already awesome and I could not wait for the rest of the journey to unfold to its full majesty. After almost 3 hours of uphill climb with an Australian couple and some other local hikers, we finally made it to Phajoding Monastery, where my first impression were a bunch of small monks playing football in the middle of nowhere. I silently shed tears of happiness and for the first time in a very long time, I felt peaceful and calm. I felt like an ocean after a long storm. The eldest of all, Mrs. Lamo, had been busy all morning packing some delicious lunch, and after a few minutes of watching these little monks play football, we slipped into the lunchroom and made ourselves happy. It was the best lunch in ages. After lunch, we were told that the monastery was under renovation and thus we could not go inside. But looking in the bright side, the vicinity of the monastery was just about enough to ignite wonders in anyone's heart. So it was all worth it. And then we continued our journey through the thick, stunted forest. The slope got steeper as we climbed up and our breath faster. The weather is as fickle as the paths are rugged, and it almost looks like a chunk of fairy tale land hanging in a sea of clouds, and nothing even compares to its scenic beauty. And after almost an hour, we finally made it to the great monastery of Phajoding.
This is where Phajoding meditated and attained enlightenment hundreds of years ago.
At first, to me, it looked like a giant in the distant past carefully placed a small toy monastery in the lofty corners of the cliff.
Hola.
It was just amazing and spectacular to watch the panoramic view of the Thimphu city below me.